Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And yes, the month of May has been an exciting reading month for me. I finished 7 books this month and 4 of them are for the BookTube Prize. Okay, so just to like put an introduction here, just to kind of let you know how this video is going to be divided. It's going to be a bit unique this time around because I cannot talk about the BookTube Prize reads and their ratings yet. I will have to wait for the quarter-final results to be announced in order to talk about it. So there will be a future video discussing the BookTube Prize and all the 6 books I read for the BookTube Prize, and also I'll be telling you how can you like apply for being a judge for BookTube Prize 2022. So yeah, like if that's something you're interested in, like look out for that video. But what I'm going to do in this video is I'm just going to be listing the 4 books that I read, and then the second part of the video I'll be coming to the books that I actually read for myself, that is, and not like as a part of any assignment. But yeah, let's get started. So let's get to the books that I read for the BookTube Prize, and in total there are 6 books, but I finished 4 of them in May. So the ones that I finished in May are: the first one, Eat the Buddha by Barbara Demick; the second one, The Dragon, the Giant and the Women by Waitu Moore; the third one is Uncanny Valley by Anna Wiener; and the fourth one is The End of Everything Astrophysically Speaking by Dr. Katie Mack. So of course, like I said, there is a video coming up after the results are announced on my rating, ranking, and I'll deep dive into all of the 6 books that I read for the prize. And yeah, you'll have to wait for the video for my thoughts. But if you're like, if any of these titles like catch your eye, then maybe you just Google it, check it out. Yeah, that's all. Okay, cool. Now let's move on to the next section, and those are the books that I read for myself. So let's go in order. Of course, other than these 4 books, there are 3 books that I read actually this month. The first book that I read this month is actually a non-fiction management book, which is called Talent is Overrated by Geoff Colvin. So generally I do not read non-fiction management, like although there are like books you can see like where my finger is pointing. I'm the last person to read those things. I just like store those books for like ages, and this is one of those books, and I finally decided I have to pick it out. Basically, this book can be summarized in 2 lines. 1, talent is overrated. 2, if you're hardworking enough, then you are talented enough, because in order to be talented, you need to work hard. That's it. That's the gist of this book. I rated it 4 stars, by the way, because I liked that it was reiterating an age-old message. But again, if you're like just too bored to read this, like I said, it can be summarized in those 2 lines I just stated. So that's that. The next book that I finished was again a 4-star read for me. I was expecting this to be 5 stars, but it did not turn out to be 5 stars. And that's Baluta by Daya Pawar, translated from Marathi to English by my favorite Jerry Pinto. And the thing is that this is a good Dalit non-fiction recommendation. It's a memoir of it's the memoir of Daya Pawar, who was a Mahar and a Dalit, and because of that he was ostracized and stuff like that in his community. And the interesting point is that it talks about his life in Bombay and his life in the village and his life in a taluka. So a taluka is more like a town, and it's very interesting, right? Because he talks about how caste discrimination is pretty different, or how it's like not even present in the city, but when he goes back to his village, it's very prevalent, and it's like something that's happening in your backyard. I do recommend this if you are someone who's looking for a Dalit non-fiction read, but the reason why this is not 5 stars for me is very important to discuss, because although I like this work a lot, I think that there's something missing from it. I don't know, I just felt, and it's not lost in translation, let me tell you, because I did read the Marathi version, like 2 pages of it, because I got it on Scribd, and I do read in Marathi, although I'm not like very fluent while reading Marathi. But the point is that it felt like the translation that Jerry Pinto has done some sort of justice, but I feel the book itself had some missing elements in it that could have been kind of put in. I don't know, like it's just something I'm thinking about, like what went missing in this book, like what is the missing element of the book. So yeah, that's that. But again, I recommend this if you're looking for a Dalit literature read. This is the book that you should read. So that's that. And the final book that I really loved, and this is the 5-star read of the month, and that is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. And if you're still thinking whether you should read the book or not read the book, please go ahead, read the book. It's a great book, by the way. I actually love Madeline Miller's writing, and I love the fact that she's taken such a very I would say, like, okay, mythology is fine, right? Because we all know mythological stories in general. But when it comes to Greek mythology, the love story of Achilles and Patroclus is not like kind of put on, you know, on a higher stage or on a higher platform. Like even in the Iliad, it's generally Achilles and Briseis, you know, and how this whole thing is going on with Agamemnon. Is that his name? I don't know. Anyway, Greek names are confusing, but I'm trying my best. So basically the thing is that many people, or many, I don't know, how do I call it, historians or like, you know, ancestors kind of downplay Achilles and Patroclus friendship. And this book kind of does do justice to it, because I was doing some kind of post reading after this and I realized that whatever happens in the book actually had happened. And plus Madeline Miller has a degree in Greek mythology as well. I think it's like a degree, or she wrote a thesis on Greek mythology. I'm not sure about that, but then she knows where she's coming from. So if you're someone who's like shying off from mythology like me, I shy from fantasy and mythology. I like the Song of Achilles and a lot, and it does live up to the hype. Okay, so if you're wondering should you read it, it's like there's a lot of hype around it. Go ahead, read it. I think you'll like it. So yeah, that's that. And yeah, these are all the books that I read in the month of May. It's been a nice reading month, but unfortunately I have not been getting time to do a lot of other things, and in the past 2 weeks a lot of my reading has stopped. I have kind of like even not watched a lot of BookTube videos of recent, which is not good on my part because I really like watching what other people are reading as well. But I'm just like taking it slow, chilling, and yeah, so that's that. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for watching my video, and if you like it, go ahead, do the usual. I don't need to tell you what all do you need to do if you like my video. I mean, the reason why I don't normally say like, share, subscribe on my videos is because I think it's pretty prevalent that if you are on YouTube and you like someone's content, then if that person's content is that impactful for you, then you'll automatically subscribe. This is my belief, and if you find my this impactful, then go to the usual. Anyway, that's it for my week. What is weekly? Oh my god, my monthly reads. That's it for my monthly wrap up this month. And yeah, June is starting and I'm super excited for it. So okay, fine, see you in my next video. Bye.